Oh my God. Now we're gonna talk. Now we're gonna talk about poison. Who wants some poison? I live on Eastern Standard Time in the USA. Steven, don't tell them your mother's maiden name too. With the obvious exception of the moon, Venus is the most brilliant object that can be seen in the Earth's night sky. Oh, thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here on the live. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. So Venus is the most brilliant. So if you see if you see the night sky and the brightest object in the sky, and if it's not very flickering, generally speaking, it's Venus. Of course, if it's not the moon. I know Doro is shooting people today. Venus is the most brilliant object that can be seen in the Earth's night sky. Venus is easy to observe at its greatest elongation of theta equals 47 degrees. However, when we observe Venus at visible wavelengths, all we can see is a nearly featureless white cloud deck. Ground-based spectra, later supplemented by data from space probes to Venus, reveal that the clouds are made of sulfuric acid, which is H2SO4, of course. H2SO4, sulfuric acid. The sidereal rotation period of Venus, like that of Mercury, can be determined by radar astronomy. Venus turns out to be the slowest rotator of all the planets, with a sidereal rotation period of 243 days. Excusez-moi? Venus turns out to be the slowest rotator of all the planets, with a sidereal rotation period of 243 days? The rotation is not only slow, it is also retrograde. That is, if we looked at the solar system from above the Earth's North Pole, we would see Venus orbiting in a counterclockwise direction, the same as the other planets, but rotating in a clockwise direction. We would see Venus orbiting in a counterclockwise direction, the same as the other planets, but rotating in a clockwise direction. No. Probably as a consequence of its slow rotation, Venus does not have a detectable magnetic field. I did not know this. Because the orbital angular momentum and the rotational angular momentum of Venus are in opposite directions, the sidereal orbital period p rotation and the solar day p sol are related by the equation 1 over p rotation is equal to 1 over p sol minus 1 over p orb, where p orb is 225 days, is the orbital period of Venus. Thus, p sol is 117 days, 117. The surface temperature of Venus is high. Baji, let her be. It's her time now. Shona Suchi. Look at Suchi. Little baby doll. Little Suchi baby. Your little baby. Oh, look at Sachi's face. Go to Shona. Go to Shona. Go to Shona. Shona.